Looking at last night's game, you guys got off to a slow start. Looked like a totally different team in the second half. What changed at halftime?
We just had to do what we do. Play defense. We felt like they weren't going to hit all those shots, those threes they made in the first half. And just stick to the little things and we'll be okay.
People have been saying as the season's gone along that Larry Brown must give the best halftime speeches because it's not unusual for you guys to get behind or be very close and then pull away in the second half. What's his typical halftime speech like? Is he yelling and screaming? Is he knocking over Gatorade coolers? What's he doing?
He's pretty much motivating us to do what we do and calming us down if we need it. Each halftime, each game takes a different approach. Last night he just let us know if we keep doing what we're doing, we'll be on a bus back home, plane back home to Dallas.
How do you explain the slow start last night? They jumped out to a 7-0 lead, and I think you had 4 turnovers on the first 4 possessions. Was the stage a little too big for some of the guys, or?
I wouldn't say that. We've been starting off slow the whole NIT. We've got down against Cal and UC Irvine. So, I really don't know what to tell you about that. We can't have that tomorrow, though. We can't keep getting these holes and digging ourselves out of them.
I was going to say, is there anything you can do to prevent that tomorrow night against Minnesota?
The focus. We have to come out focused and ready to go. Minnesota started strong in the first half we watched yesterday, so, we got to come out focused.
You guys got to watch the first half of their game last night against Florida State. I know it's only half a game, but how much could you get from that? What do you see in them in terms of what they do best and the challenges they'll present to you tomorrow?
It's Rick Pitino's son. Both of them are great coaches, so we figure, we played Louisville twice, and we lost both games. So hopefully, we learned something from those 2 games to get us prepared for this one.
Does he teach the exact same style that his dad teaches?
Similar, not the exact same, but they're similar.
There were a lot of SMU fans in Madison Square Garden. Did that surprise you guys?
It actually did surprise me. With us historically not being a basketball school and to have the most fans out of any of the 4 teams here, it was great. We really appreciate the fans.
When you talk about the different conferences around the country, certain conferences have a reputation. You guys obviously are in a brand new first-year American Athletic Conference. The ACC is traditionally viewed as one of the best, if not the best. You took down the ACC last night. You took down the SEC by beating LSU. And a lot of people think the Big Ten had the best year in the country this year. Do you guys even think about conference status when you're going through these games?
Not really, not while we're playing them. I feel like our conference was, even though it was new, it was one of the best conferences in college basketball. It was top 3 in my opinion. And we got prepared playing those games to get prepared for anything.
Tomorrow night, win or lose, your season's over, maybe your career's over.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of emotions do you expect before the game tomorrow night?
I'm trying not to think about it. I got to treat this like every other game, but I know after the game's over, it'll probably hit me. But right now, it's another game. It's just another game.
Can you really sit there and say it's just another game when it very well could be the last you ever play in an organized setting?
Yeah, but you got to think that way in order to get prepared. You don't want to get too anxious, too hyped. Just even keel, doing what we've been doing to get us here, and everything will be all right.